Hey everybody, welcome back. Today I'm coming at you once again from glorious Greece, southwestern Peloponnesos, about an hour west of Kalamata. Today I've got a fantastic, actually better than fantastic, one of my favorite recipes in the world from my traditional Greek history cookbook, which is a beautiful stewed goat with green beans, potatoes, eggplant in a beautiful tomato sauce. Absolutely scrumptious. Not only that, but you serve this up as a one-pot meal with a little bit of Greek-style fresh bread and a chunk of feta, and you are eating like a king. So for today's recipe, I am using 2 pounds of goat leg. It is the most delicious part of the goat, I think. It's perfect for stews. It's bone in. It is, when it cooks down, it's absolutely delicious. The whole meal is probably going to take about an hour to an hour and 20 minutes from start to finish, and it is absolutely 100% traditional Greek. You will not find this in any or very many restaurants, probably any restaurant, but you know what? If you're a kid growing up Greek, chances are you've had something like this. So, to start us off, I'm going to take my olive oil. I'm going to add in here about a quarter, third, half a cup, whatever you like. And I'm going to slowly start adding my goat. There's that sizzle, baby. I'm going to start adding my goat, skin side down, and just let that brown off. Just like that. Again, I have to apologize. Sorry about the single angle. I'm on location. I really don't have like a multi-camera setup here, but at least you'll have a gist of this recipe, which is the most important. So now I'm just going to let that brown off. What I'm going to do next is season with a little bit of salt. And you can go a little heavier on the salt here because it can handle it. A little bit of pepper goes in. Just like that. Again, you can go heavier on the pepper, totally fine. And just let that go until you get it brown. If you find that your goat is sticking on you or your meat is sticking on you, don't panic. Grab your tongs or a spatula and you know what? Give it a little bit of a jolt. If you see that it won't move, it hasn't caramelized yet. In which case, just leave it alone for another couple, 3 minutes. Fantastic. Just turned over my goat, and I will continue now to season on the other side. And again, just let that go for a little bit, get it all browned up and nice. While that's actually getting browned up, the next part of this is we're going to add 1 onion chopped into our pot here, into our browning meat. All right, my onion is chopped into my meat. My goat is browning off nicely. Perfect. With that moving around in there. The smell is now starting to happen. Next thing to go in is a couple cloves of garlic. I'm just going to slice this up. Again, I put my onion always first, and I'm getting like a beautiful goat facial now. So now everything's coming along great. The next part of this is I'm adding about 14 ounces of crushed tomato into this. And that is going to be our flavor base for this sauce, is tomato. While that works, I'm going to slowly start adding now my other ingredients, which is potatoes. These aren't that big, so I'm just going to cut them in half and put them in. In case you're a little bit on the bigger side, I'm going to cut them in 3s, whatever works. Look at these beautiful, these are like almost like fingerling potatoes. Parsley. I'm adding parsley to this dish at this stage of the game. Why? Because Greeks basically incinerate their herbs. And I want the essence of this herb. This is not for this going to be used for garnish. It is actually going to be part of the sauce and the flavor profile. So it's going to go in now, and I don't care if it disintegrates. That's fine. So you're going to put a little bit, maybe the equivalent of a quarter cup or so, a third of a cup of chopped parsley will go into this. And again, give it a little bit of a stir, just to keep it from catching on us, basically. And now, I'm using 2 small eggplants, but you can use one bigger one if you like. That's totally fine. Cut the heads off here. And all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut these up. I'm gonna cube them in quarters actually, and just cut cubes. I don't want tiny little bits of eggplant. I want enough that it'll get cooked through, but at the same time, it won't disintegrate in my dish. So there's one eggplant, and I'm gonna do the second eggplant now. And that's awesome. In goes my second eggplant, and one of the main ingredients of this dish is green beans. I love green beans. And in Greece, they're not quite ready yet, so frozen is my next best thing and the next best option. And for this, I am using 450 grams or about a pound of green beans. The next part of this, I'm just gonna add enough water into my pot to cover everything. So now it's showtime. It's been about an hour and 20 minutes to tell you the truth since my goat stew has been simmering. It is absolutely done to perfection. All the pieces inside have melted. The veggies are done. My potato has, actually the starches from the potato have tightened up the sauce as well and made it absolutely fantastic. As per usual, this is my favorite part of the video, the taste test and the trial part. And I'm just gonna take a little bit here so you can see my veggies, my potato here with some beans. Let me grab a little piece of the eggplant. Can't forget the eggplant. And let me find a nice little piece of meat here. Oh my gosh, the meat is just literally, it is literally falling off the bone. Look at this. Absolutely scrumptious. I'm just going to take a little bit. I just want to try the things I do for you guys. And I want just to see. So, this is like really, really hot here, by the way. Look at my goat. Literally, it is literally falling apart. There's like nothing. Look, I don't even need a knife to cut away at my goat. It cuts through like butter. And if you think goat is an acquired taste, it's not. It's absolutely scrumptious, absolutely delicious. Right back in the village, baby. Right back in the village. Fantastic. My beans. The potato now is almost acting like a sponge. It's released all of its starch and now it's absorbed all of the flavor from our meat and all the other veggies. Absolutely outstanding. So that's it, my friends, for this episode on stewed goat with green beans and veggies like potato and eggplant and gorgeous light tomato sauce. Please try this. I urge you. It's a one-pot meal. It's super easy. There's really nothing to it. Simple ingredients are not hard to find. You can substitute the goat for lamb, or you could even do beef. You could even do chicken. It's kind of like interchangeable, but for this, to keep it kind of traditional, I've used goat. So my friends, I thank you so much for watching. I am so happy to be coming here or coming to you from Greece. It's really special for me to be cooking Greek recipes from Greece and sharing them with you. Please smash that like button. I hope you like this video. Subscribe if you haven't already. Hit that little bell up top so that way you know exactly when I'm uploading. And until next time, keep cooking. Thanks again. Bye for now.